Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap here for the S&P 500 and plan ahead for next week. Now that we're through a lot of the earnings, we can see the market's liking what it's hearing so far, but today's candle is a little concerning. We'll get to that in a minute. Tuesday, I was able to take a trade here in 262.5 calls in at 154 out at 171 for a small scalp. Should have held a little bit longer because those actually did go pretty deep in the money. Would have been very nice up here. Anyways, end of the day, I wanted some extra exposure to the Apple earnings. I was assuming that if they were good, the market already priced in anything negative, and it was going to go ahead and lift the market just like a lot of other names have been reporting and just getting bid up. Everything's bullish right now. So went ahead, took some 266.5 lottos at 23, added at the ADMA at 17, gapped up the next day and closed out at 38. Wish I would have been a little bit more patient because those did go over $2 a contract, which would have been a very nice Wednesday. So anyways, end of the day here today, I closed out my last position or my last contract of those 262 calls for February 2nd at 890. Reason being, this daily candle at the time was red and down here bouncing off lows. It looked like it was going to stay at low of day. So I wanted to go ahead and get out, even though there's a recent flag breakout momentum play. Still wanted to go ahead and exercise caution, take what I had on the table, and I can always re-enter above or on a pullback. So the pattern that has recently broken out on the S&P 500 is this big bull flag here off the 200-week moving average inside week last week, and now this week we've not only had a breakout, but it's being confirmed on elevated volume. So looks to me right now that there are more buyers than sellers. Obviously, I mean we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight green weeks in a row. Maybe coming into some resistance. As I said, this daily candle does concern me a little bit. I mean, this is a potential topping type of candle, potential shooting star. So I did limit my exposure in some names. Also took some SPX puts over the weekend just to see what happens, a little extra protection. Now on the bigger scale of things, we have reclaimed this 2018, this 2018 uptrending channel. And I'm curious to find out if we're going to go ahead and play out in this not only big flag pattern measurement up to 295, but also fill up to the top side of this channel, which is, depending on how long it takes, is going to be over $300 a share. So we'll see what happens. As I've said numerous times, still strongly believe the S&P 500 is a vehicle that's designed to go up, and it will continue to do so unless something outside the market really hurts everything around the world. So that's pretty much it. What I'm looking for on Monday is a retest. The 8 EMA, I'll take 267.5 calls here about 2 weeks in the future. 21 EMA down here, I'll take 263s. Red line, which is the 50 SMA, I will take 260 calls about 4 weeks in the future. Reason being, the more important moving average will usually create a move a lot longer in time than one of the other exponential moving averages. As I zoom out here, all these lines I've now cut off, which is where the volume came in on the drops last year. We've started mowing back up through some of them. If we get above this 280 level somehow in the near future, then this area of price action is probably going to refer to as, I don't know, the best buying opportunity ever. A lot of companies, as I said in my previous videos, a lot of companies down here were extremely undervalued. They started going undervalued over here, and investors put money at work. It's simply how the market works. So now, if price action does break down below here, I'll be happy to add on any one of these pullbacks. If these levels start to fail, I'll be glad to sit and wait, and we'll probably retest these areas around 232, 235 area, and we'll see what happens from there. So anyways, for now, looking for shallow pullbacks in this overall uptrending move. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Have a good weekend and good luck on Monday.